Hi everybody and welcome to this video. I'm doing this from the comfort of my husband's recliner because I'm unfortunately held up. I had a sesamoid bone removed from my foot, as well as a metatarsal osteotomy, which means they basically cut my metatarsal in half and screwed it back together to give me, to change the physiology of my foot so I could be more comfortable in the future and not have a swollen foot all the time. But since I was sitting here doing absolutely nothing, I thought I would share a little bit of my expertise with you guys. Because you don't know this, of course, but I was in the jewelry business for over 16 years. So I have a bit of knowledge. And one thing I wanted to share with you guys was a little bit just on diamonds in particular, because I've heard people say that, one of the things to invest in, if you're going to invest in anything in like luxury or expense, diamond earrings. No. Okay. So, diamonds in and of itself are not an investment unless you are an expert in diamonds and you're dealing in diamonds and buying and selling them. Then yes, they are a great investment. You always make your money on purchasing, not selling. So, of course, people who have expertise and are gemologists, they can purchase wisely, okay? Just saying. So back to why certain diamonds just don't make sense to purchase, okay? One, because they're earrings. How many people really look at diamond stud earrings on you? Yes, they do look great. They add like a sparkle to your face, but like in this, okay, but this isn't real. This is a fakie, okay? So if I were to wear this, would you even be able to tell that it was a fake diamond? Probably not. And a diamond this size in a pair is going to run you, oh gosh, probably $8,000. So yeah, if you want to, spend about this much, even if you buy smaller earrings and spend, let's say, $1,500, you're gonna have probably maybe a quarter carat each, so a half carat total weight. Total weight is combined for both of them. So, when you hear that, if someone says, well, it's a half a carat total weight on the earrings, it's a quarter and a quarter. So again, there are so many, I don't want to say because they're not fake, but CZ, there's so many CZ studs you can buy out there, guys, for like next to nothing, for like, $15, $20. Not only that, if you lose one, which I've lost a diamond earring before, and I'm done. Lost it, never found it, money down the drain, boom. Okay. So diamond studs to me, don't bother unless it's something that was passed down from generation to generation and it has sentimental value, then I can see doing that. But to purchase them for, part of your staple in your wardrobe or whatever, no. Horrible investment. Horrible. Same with pendants. I feel the same way about pendants. Usually in earrings and pendants, they're going to use not as good of color and not as good clarity, because otherwise you're going to spend an exorbitant amount of money to get a good color, cut, and clarity on your earrings. If you have, I guess, just a ton of money and don't care, then that's great. But most people who have that kind of money to splurge on diamonds are going to buy 2 carat each. they're going to buy giant, beautiful, gorgeous earrings. So, you know what? For just everyday people, worrying about buying jewelry or diamonds, don't sweat it, because I know people say, well, I know they're not real and I want real diamonds. Well, that's fine. Then go spend your money on it. Go ahead. Some people just feel better if they have real diamonds. I could think of a lot better things to invest money in. But there's other things that you can purchase to look, I guess, more polished and sophisticated. Diamonds just aren't one of them, guys. They really aren't. Now, of course, if we're talking engagement or wedding rings, okay, yes, I can see that. But as far as, earrings, pendant, even bracelets, they're making, everything is knocked off so well today. They are making the really beautiful CZ, even lab created. Lab created aren't cheap by any means, but they are a whole lot less expensive than buying natural diamonds. A lab grown diamond is same material, same carbon. They just help it along a little faster so it grows more quickly. You know what? Made out of the same thing. So I wouldn't balk at a lab grown diamond. Moissanite can still run you some money as well. I'd probably do a lab created more than a moissanite. But just remember that when you're looking for diamonds, and most of us we don't know, we go into a jewelry store, right? And little do we know that they are marked up a good 100 to 300%, which means if they buy a diamond for 1,000, they're going to probably have it marked anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000. So even if they're having that big sale and they're saying, oh, you get even 50% off, well, they're still making money. So don't feel, I guess, like you're getting the best deal of a lifetime. You're getting a little bit better, but still. I would avoid going into any jewelry store. There are places, some places that call themselves wholesalers, and yes, you can get a better deal in those places because they aren't, they don't have the fancy building, and they don't have all the, employees running around and, all that. So yes, the other place that I would go to, honestly, is I would go to a pawn shop. Now, I know a lot of people are afraid because they're like, oh, it's not going to be real. It's, what if it's fake? What if it's not? Well, most of your reputable pawn shops nowadays, any piece of jewelry that's, worth any value of, let's say, even over, like, I believe 1,000, they're going to have usually a GIA certification with it. So you can always take the piece you buy and take it to, an appraiser or jeweler and say, hey, is this legit? Is it what I paid for? And I think you're going to find that, yeah, because, pawn shops are heavily regulated and they're held accountable. So they're not just going to be, selling you fake stuff and, doing all this illegal activity because, they can't. They're in business to stay in business. And a lot of their business is done word of mouth. So I have dealt with many, many pawn shops over the years being in the business, and I also resold jewelry. So I got to know many of the pawn shop owners, and they're reputable people. And if you actually get to know a local one in your area, you know, and you start being kind of buddy with them and tell them what you're looking for, and you know, they can usually cut you a pretty good deal. Just know that you know, everyone's in there to make a little bit of money. Of course, you know, the way pawn shops work is, let's say you buy a diamond for, you go to a jewelry store and let's say buy a diamond for $2,000. And then you say, you know what, I'd really like my money back. You don't know anybody looking to spend $2,000 on a diamond right now. You're having a hard time selling it. So you end up going to a pawn shop. So the pawn shop is going to know that you paid $2. The diamond's probably worth about 1,300 maybe. So they're probably going to give you, they might give you about 1,000. It might be less because they know that the diamond has already been marked up that much more. So for $2,000 diamond, yeah, you may get under 1,000 for it. I'm just saying, therein lies where diamonds are not a good investment, guys, because you will always, again, unless you're in the business, you're gonna lose money. And I know, like, you know, jewelry stores will tell you, but no, you won't lose money because you're buying this $2,000 diamond. And if you come back to us, you can trade it in and we'll give you full value. Well, that's because the next item that you're going to buy, which they usually want to be double the purchase. So if you bought a $2,000 diamond, they're going to want you to buy something for $4,000 to get that $2,000 credit on something that they've already marked up, which is probably only worth $2,000 to $3,000. So they're totally making their money no matter what. So don't fall for that, but just have some education when you do go in somewhere to look. Know that cut is the most important thing in the diamond, because with a crappy cut, I don't care if it has the great clarity and the color, doesn't matter, or even carat size. It's gonna look like crap. Okay, so, and don't get caught up on clarity. Some people are like, I have to have a flawless diamond. Okay, well, you're gonna pay a lot more money just to say you have a flawless diamond, which nobody's going to be able to tell looking on your finger. If you have a good enough cut on that diamond and it's set properly, it's going to look fabulous. Okay. So the other thing is, if you are looking for a stone, always go right under, let's say you're looking for, let's say in your budget, it's a half a carat. Okay, don't go 0.50. Look for something that's like 0.45, 0.46, under that mark. Because once you hit that 0.50, the price increases. Same with a carat. If you're looking for a carat, don't get a carat. Get like a 0.92, 95, 98. As long as it's under that carat mark. Same as you go up. Carat and a half, 2 carat, 2.5 carat. Every time you hit that half to a carat mark, you're going to be paying a lot more money. So just go under, because sometimes, depending on the cut, which is so important, the table of the diamond can appear larger the way they cut it. Some diamonds are very deep. Okay, so the carat weight, it may be a carat, but on top it looks smaller. If it's cut not as deep, you want that happy medium to where the table shows a good amount of the diamond. But you don't want the ones that are cut so thin that the table is big, and then you get like this weird fisheye look when you look on the top of the diamond. It's weird. So there's there's so many different things to look at when you're purchasing a diamond. There's just so much. The girdle, how the girdle's cut, how thick the girdle is. And if they want to give you, ask them, ask them the weight, ask them, the cut. Color, yes. Some people don't mind a little color. you just don't want like a yucky, yellowy, brownish color to your diamond. And of course, you also don't want like a big fat inclusion, like right where, you can see it right away. But just have some education. Know that there's always wiggle room. Even if you walk into a big box jewelry store, know that there's wiggle room. You can try. Asking is free. They usually don't deal too much, and then it's all, I have to ask my manager and, all that kind of stuff. But when you go into a pawn shop, also know that there's wiggle room as well. They usually have a code on on the price tag that's on there. It's usually letters, and all those letters stand for a certain number. And that number, whatever the letters are, is how much they paid for the piece. So that way, when whoever's showing it to you, they always look at the tag. You ever notice that? They're like, let me see. They're looking to see how much they paid for the item. And they use a numbered code to where average people, you're not going to know it. So that's what they look for. But know that there is wiggle room, guys. There's definitely wiggle room. But yeah, just don't. I would not. I would much rather just wear CZ studs. Same with solitaire necklaces. I don't know. They just kind of seem to be over. I don't know. I think they're just kind of out anymore, to be honest with you. If anything in a necklace, then maybe just buy like in gold, which is a whole nother thing, because you got to know how much, they're asking per gram or ounce that day on Kitco. So that's a whole nother video. But I just wanted to share this about diamonds with you guys, because I just really, there's just better things to spend your money on. And I think there's beautiful jewelry out there that actually isn't so expensive. It's like, why? Why are we, I just think we're spending a lot of money on things that we really don't need to. I know they're beautiful. Women love diamonds. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. I think having like a beautiful diamond ring is one thing. I think that is, what every woman deserves to have. But the other stuff, I don't know. You know what? I think if you're dressed classy, you hold yourself with confidence, I think whatever you're wearing, people are just going to assume that it's real. They are. Because, you're going to look the part. So anyway, guys, so just know that, yes, there are the 4 C's to diamonds. The carat, color, cut, clarity. But cut's the most important. And the one other thing I did want to add on this is that fancy cut diamonds will be usually less than a brilliant round. Brilliant rounds are always exquisitely cut, always gorgeous. In my opinion, stay away from, if you want a diamond that's hard to sell, so stay away from pear cut and stay away from marquee cut. Those two are the hardest to sell, and they just don't look appealing, in my opinion. I would go with brilliant round. I would go with emerald. I wouldn't go with princess cut. The only problem with princess cut, and as you know, they're just the perfect square with the points. What happens often in those, if they're not set on each of the corners will break. If you bang it on something, you will bust your diamond. So, stay away from that too. I would. Your best bet is always round brilliant. It's classic. Emerald cut as well, although emerald cut are actually usually more expensive because they have to cut more of the diamond away in order to get the emerald cut. You can also go with Asher cut too, but Anyway, but stay away from Pear and Marquis. In my opinion, they're just really hard to sell. Nobody wants them. Even the pawn shops are like, eh. So I hope this at least gives you a little bit of education on that. And again, guys, buying it from, people like, oh, it's a Tiffany diamond, it's a Cartier diamond. It's a diamond. It's a diamond. There is no miraculous special mine that Tiffany goes and plucks their diamonds from. It's a diamond. Nor are they mined in the U.S. If anyone tells you their diamond is mined in the U.S., they're not telling you the truth, because only the lab created are made in the U.S. All the other diamonds are mined out of country, and we all know about that. So there, again, don't be like, well, where'd you get your diamond? You didn't get it? Ew, gross. It doesn't matter. It's same with handbags and leather. It's leather. A diamond is a diamond. There is no special diamond. And I'm going to give you guys a little hint here too. My ring actually came from a pawn shop. Yes, my ring came from a pawn shop. And you know what? I'm proud that we didn't waste tons of money. We got a good deal on it, and I love my ring. So it doesn't matter where. And if anyone says I don't want a used ring, well, let me tell you something, hun. That when people do trade in their jewelry at those jewelry shops, guess what happens? It gets recycled. So chances are you're probably wearing something that was already pre-owned. And you polish it, you clean it. I don't care if someone says, well, you're getting someone else's bad, juju or karma. Okay, well, put some, burn some sage or something around it. I don't know, but I love mine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with pre-owned jewelry. You get it polished, it's brand new, and you save a bunch of money. Okay, so that's all I have to say on diamonds. So I hope that helped you guys out just a little bit. I'm going to try and do more on that, because I have so much knowledge and things to share with you guys about even just sterling silver jewelry and Native American jewelry and things like that. So okay, guys, well, thank you again, reporting from my recliner. That's all for this video, and until next time, guys, I will talk to you later. Bye.